A night before my wedding, I was drunk and I spent the wildest night with my fiancé Nick. I wanted to remain a virgin till our wedding night, but I couldn't resist. And my world shattered with a knock the next morning.
Natalie! Open the door! Are you in there? Open the door! Natalie!
Nick?
What are you doing here? What number is this?
But who is there?
You damn traitor.
Nick! Nick! Today I was supposed to marry Nick. Yesterday, after celebrating my bachelorette party, I went back to my room and fell asleep fast. Or was it my room?
How? How could you do that?
Father, calm down.
You have disgraced yourself. You have disgraced our entire family.
But please, it's not my fault.
How can you say that? You cheated on your fiancé the day before your wedding. Don't you dare say it's not your fault. Yeah. And how did I raise you to think that?
Stop it.
Cheryl, don't interrupt your father. He's right. I always knew that Natalie wouldn't grow up to be a decent person.
My stepmother, Rosemary. She's never liked me, ever since I was a kid. So that day, she was very happy to finally tell me how she felt.
Why did you do it? Was that man really better than me?
No! No, Nick, of course not! I don't even know who this man was. I just was really drunk. And when I got into the room, I thought it was you.
What a lot of crap. Oh my God. Do you really believe this?
Nick, I love you. He was right. It was really hard to believe, especially seeing that stranger had already checked out and the hotel refused to give me his name. There was no way to find out what really happened. I couldn't prove anything. Nick, I need you.
No, you don't. There will be no wedding.
Nick, let's come down. Nick, let's talk this through, Nick.
Honey, don't go near him. You would done the same.
I need to talk to him.
Cheryl. Help me, please. I have to figure it out. It's not my fault, believe me, please.
I believe you, honey. Honey. Of course. I know you're innocent. Because I set you up.
I remember that while I was sleeping, a man came into the room. I was absolutely sure it was Nick. I gave myself to him without question. But what was the video that my stepsister had?
Wait. What did you say? Is that a joke?
No, sir. According to the security cameras, you were at the bar last night getting drunk. And some girl, she put something in your wine. Look. You see that?
Yeah.
And then she tempted you to meet her that evening. But half an hour later, instead of her, some other girl came to your room. The one brought by your friend. Been under the influence of those drugs, obviously you were unable to notice this switch. It looks like she acted according to the precise plan. So, what do you do now?
Oh my god, sister, what a horror. Cheating on your fiancé before the wedding. I would never thought of you like that.
Cheryl, I don't understand. You set this up, but how did you?
It was really very simple. You and I celebrated all day yesterday. And while you were looking away, I just slept. Sleeping pills into your drink. And then I took you to someone else's room, telling you that Nick was waiting for you. You didn't think for a second it wasn't him.
But why? Why you did it to me?
Because I want to marry Nick.
This is a shock. My stepsister is in love with my fiancé?
And I can't stand a third of you being happy with him. And I'm ready to do pretty much anything to have him. Ah! Natalie! It's her!
Girls, what is going on here?
Natalie, you crazy! Let her go!
It was her! She set me up!
She! How dare you accuse my daughter of anything? You're just as wild as your mother was.
But she embarrassed everything! It was her!
Wait. Sit down.
How could you? We're sisters!
Tom, do you hear what your daughter's saying?
Dad!
Everything has to be destroyed. If the media comes out, the company is finished. I can't let that happen. Mike, you go to the hotel and destroy all the evidence.
I'll do that, sir. What about the girl who was framed? Should we contact her? Maybe she needs our help.
No. Don't think about her. She'll be fine. I hope we'll never meet again.
From now on, she's no longer my daughter.
What? Dad, what? What do you mean?
You've disappointed me twice today. You're no longer worthy of this family. Pack your things and get out.
That day, I lost everything. They kicked me out of the house and forced me to leave the country. Almost an hour later, my father drove me to the airport and told me that I couldn't stay here. At that time, I was well aware of what I had gotten myself into. But one question kept nagging at me. Who was that man I was with that night? 9 years have passed since everything happened. From the moment my family kicked me out until now, we haven't spoken to each other. But yesterday morning, my father called me and said I had to come back. He didn't give me a reason, he just said it was urgent, and that's why I'm here. I came to buy plane tickets, one for myself and the other.
Mom, hurry up! It will leave without us.
So what? What are we going to do? We'll walk. It's only a couple of kilometers. It's very good for us. I realized I was pregnant with Liam after I left the country. And although I was all alone, I decided to keep him. In his short life, he had never known who his real father was. It seemed like it was time to change that.
Here you go. You'll be flying to first class.
Come on, I'm sorry. Are you serious? Is this an airplane or kindergarten?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't buy expensive tickets to listen to children screaming. Mike, take the tickets away from her, please.
What?
I'm so sorry, but my child is adult and he isn't loud.
6 or 7 years old.
Excellent! I am 8.
It doesn't matter. You're loud.
I'm sorry, mind your tone with my child. Do you see the absurdity of the situation? At that moment, neither he nor I recognized each other at all, even though we had spent the night together 9 years ago.
Please tell me, you have other flights leaving today?
Just a moment, sir. Let me please find out.
Be so kind.
But knowing this one fact about our night, it becomes 100% clear that this man who is now telling off my son is his real father.
Daddy!
I'm sorry. Liam, what are you doing? It's not funny, making jokes about this.
But it's true. Look at his arm. He has a scar, the same as mine.
Hey, it's just a coincidence. Don't get too excited about it.
Why did you leave me and my mom?
Liam, it's enough. It's not nice to behave like this.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Act for me, actress. Do you know how many women send to me their child and ask to call me daddy? You wanted my money? Yeah?
I didn't send anyone to you. I'm really sorry, but now you're fantasizing.
Was it your idea? I'm so sorry for that. Hey, why don't you give him a proper family, Mother of the Year?
Whoa.
Don't you dare tell me and my son how to live our lives. Liam, come on. No woman has ever put Bryce in his place before. They were all infatuated by his strength and authority. At that moment, he was pushed to the wall for the first time. And he liked it. He was definitely interested in me then.
Mr. Bryce, are you all right?
I'm fine, I'm good.
The cashier says there is one more flight leaving today. Should we take it?
No, we'll fly with her. Let's go.
With her? Really?
I didn't understand why Liam called this man Dad. It was our first meeting after that night. A meeting in which neither I nor he realized that we had met each other a long time ago. But a few hours later, none of this mattered. I finally returned to my hometown, where a meeting with my family was waiting for me. My father didn't tell me why he invited me, but now I understand why. he didn't say anything to me.
Hey, Natalie! Finally, we were waiting for you.
Hi.
My sister and my ex-fiancé are getting married. They had just come to pick me up from the airport.
Mister, you forgot your wallet.
Did it fell out? Or maybe you pulled it out?
Where are your parents?
Liam would never take something that wasn't his. He just gave you your wallet back.
So, this is your son?
Mother of God, I can't believe it. Who could have agreed to do that with you? Wait. Don't tell me you gave birth after you cheated on Nick. That's terrible. That's just pathetic.
And you have been raising him all this time on your own. No wonder he's picking pockets. This is what happens when you get pregnant with the first guy you meet.
It was all very painful to hear. I couldn't believe that my half-sister and ex-fiancé, who had once told me that he loved me, could now say such things. At that moment, I couldn't hold myself back. If you say that again, you'll get a second one. It goes for you too. Fraud.
How dare you? Do you think that because you're a woman, I won't do anything to you?
Don't touch my mom.
What's wrong with you? That's hurt.
Stay away, you're bad people.
That's your mother's fault that you have to grow up without a father. And you calling us bad?
Darling, there are you. I've been looking for you everywhere. I was getting worried.
Dad!
Have you decided where we are going for the lunch?
Yeah, darling, yes. Liam really wants some ice cream. Should we go to look for some restaurants with their own ice cream?
Of course, it's a good idea. Mike, bring the car around.
Sure, Mr. Bryce.
Nick and Cheryl couldn't believe what was happening. They had just been convinced that I had been raising an illegitimate child alone for 8 years. And now it turned out that I had a rich husband abroad. I will never forget the look on their faces.
I'm sorry. Who are you? Honey, are these your friends?
No. Honey, I don't know these people. They were looking for some money for the subway. Do you have some?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Let's go.
Sorry. Thanks for your help.
Yes, Ainsley.
I just don't like what those two were saying. That's all.
That's right. They were really bad. I'm glad you intervened that.
Liam, you can't call someone dead.
Why not? It's the truth.
Liam, please.
What? It's him. I know it. I can feel it.
To have a baby with a woman, at least she needs to be attractive. And that's not about your mother, Kit.
Those words were very painful. Of course, this Mr. Bryce protected me from Nick and Cheryl, but now he's hurting me just as much as they were. Stop the car. Stop the car, please.
And what's happened?
We're leaving.
What's wrong? Are you mad at me? What are you doing?
It's for the taxi. Thank you for your help. I hope I never see you again. Thank you.
Crazy. Mike, did you see that? Let's go.
This was the second time. The second time in Bryce's entire life that a woman has put him in his place. And both times, it was me. When we got out of Bryce's car, we didn't go to my father's mansion. We took a taxi to another place.
Natalie,
Granny,
is it you?
I missed you so much.
How much suffering have you endured while you've been away?
Hello, I'm Liam.
Hello.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go.
Of course, my grandmother was happy to see me, and she was just infatuated with Leon. She fell in love with him at first sight. A woman of her experience knew what to ask a person and what not to ask. That's why she didn't ask me where my son came from. I was happy to come back to the place where I spent my childhood. I felt good here, and nothing could destroy this idyllic feeling. Nothing except
Hello again, sis. I knew this was the place to look for you.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about. Please, don't bother me, okay?
Wait. We didn't really want to come here.
Yeah, Daddy asked us to come. He wants to see you right away.
Your choice.
Liam! On the way to the family mansion, none of us said a word. And the house seemed to be the same as it was 9 years ago. But the people in it had changed. I couldn't look into their eyes anymore.
Honey, I want some drink.
Oh, Natalie, you're back. How was the flight? Are you hungry?
I know you don't like me, so you shouldn't act like you do.
Is that a way to talk to your mother?
Hi, Dad.
I've sent you out of the country to think about your behavior. Instead, you've brought some strange kid here.
Hello, I'm Liam.
I will never accept him as the part of the Davidson family.
Daddy, don't be so angry. This child, it's not his fault. Besides, he's your grandson.
Don't you dare call him that.
Of course, she emphasized the word grandson. She knew that would make my father even angrier. When they kicked me out, I was so poor that I hardly ate anything. And even then, none of them called me once. And now, they want to reject the only person who cares about me. Liam is my son, and I don't care if you accept him or not. I only came back here for the engagement party, and I'll be leaving as soon as it's over.
Good. You're welcome to come to the wedding. But not with him. I forbid you to embarrass our family in front of all the guests.
Okay. Well, if that is what you want, it was very nice seeing you all. Bye. At that time, I felt nothing but disgust. I wanted to leave the house I had lived in for 20 years as soon as possible and go back to my grandmother's house. But on the way out, I was stopped.
Natalie! Natalie, please wait. Natalie.
What? What do you want from me? Did you come here to insult me even more? All this time here, Nick hasn't taken his eyes off Liam. He clearly couldn't stop thinking about the man who was with me yesterday. After all, Nick and I had been together for a few years, and I knew I held a very important place in his heart. He still felt something.
I just want to ask you something, okay? What did you mean when you called Cheryl a fraud yesterday?
What? Are you serious?
Listen, what right do you have to say something like that? You the fraud. You cheated on me behind my back.
Are you done? Now you listen to me. Don't you ever bring up what happened then. I had been set up, and you just walked away without asking any single question.